Yeah, it's the battle of the bangers here, Johnny. Really, actually, very excited for this match. I view it as a big plus that we were able to draw this game, because I think we're going to get some excellent Rocket League out of the equation, which is, of course, what we're all here for.
Yeah, I'm interested, because I'll be honest, what we saw from Oxygen in that first series against Monkeys, it wasn't at the level that BDS just displayed while winning the first regional event for RLCSX this year. However, I say with confidence that Oxygen can get to the required level. It's just a matter of whether or not that's going to happen in this best of 5.
You know, I have to imagine the confidence is there. All of the Oxygen players, I think, were like considered significant in the scene, pro players with big wins under their belt before any of these other players. Not to say that that matters 100%, but I think it's valuable.
Okay.
Astral with the dunk of the century. I don't know how this 50-50 turned out this way, but it's a good one to study.
Powered it through Mark. Ooh. Mark dodged the wrong way, to be fair. He didn't flip right into the ball on that one. He wanted to get a more precise touch. Maybe he didn't realize just how strong Astral's 50-50 was going to be. That's a really good start. Astral just dominates 2 challenges. They're going to need to do that if they're going to keep BDS under pressure. That's another goal, though. Astral messing with Extra on the goal line.
You love to see bumps like this. Astral taking Extra into the air. Extra, you know, of course, jumping right before the bump, which is always the best. Feels so good to just send the other team flying.
Yeah. Best for Oxygen, of course. Worst thing possible for Extra. Oh dear.
Oh,
not the best clear. Astral is on fire. And I guess that answers our questions. Can Oxygen step up to the occasion? Can they elevate their gameplay? Well, so far so good. Astral can.
Johnny, is this cyberbullying? They both singled out Extra there.
I wouldn't be
surprised.
surprised.
Do you think we should report?
Should we? I wouldn't. Can you report as a spectator? Can we do that?
I don't know. Is this a see something, say something sort of situation?
Oh, no, wait. We can't report. You can only mute them.
Oh,
like,
okay.
yeah, if you go to report, you actually can't do that.
I'm muting both Farah and Astral then. For the safety of BDS.
Yeah. Per extra. Oh, he's getting the revenge. What a recovery by Chaussette. He half flipped out of that bump to get the save. I'm pretty sure it was Extra who got him from behind there.
Oh no, Astral chasing Extra again.
Extra's getting PTSD right now.
Leave him alone, he has a family.
You know, I was going to say per Extra, but hey, they just won the first RLCSX regional. They feel pretty good.
He'll be good.
Bump him again.
Great pass from Astral here. Farah, not the first touch he wanted, but
okay.
Astral. And Astral with, of course, an excellent follow. No problem. 4-0 Oxygen.
I like that from Farah. He didn't have the shooting angle. He knew it would be too weak if he shoots it on target. So he just tried to hit the backward ball as hard as possible. And boy, did Astral get up quickly for that one. He is completely smashing it. Oh yeah, I just realized I've hidden the boost. Thank you, Twitch chat. I didn't even realize I did that. Must have double tapped H for a second. Astral! What is happening right now? Does he know how to miss?
Woo. Oh my goodness, I can't believe he recovered to get that second touch. I mean, the first touch was beautiful enough, but that second touch was absolutely incredible. It is 5-0, Johnny. How are you feeling about those statements about regional champs and all that right now?
Oh, I'm feeling pretty good because we're on the Oxygen viewing party, but I'm amazed at how BDS are just getting dominated by one man. Astral's destroyed them. I think, by the way, that was Mark by 8 breaking. Oh, Monkeyman gets one back. I was going to say Mark by 8 was the one to break the deadlock there with Farah. He's the one who front flipped, so he should get reported as well.
I was going to complain about both of them, but you reminded me of my allegiances. It's Mark's fault.
Did Farah break it as well? It looked like Mark flipped into him.
It looked like a mutual, like, hey, we're above this, right? That's kind of what it felt like to me, but, you know.
If there's ever a time to do it, it would be now when you're, got a 5-0 game. BDS are probably ready to go next already. That being said, they've got one back and still half the game to work with. Maybe they're going to go for this one. It looks like they're going to give it a shot.
Yeah, it would be probably one of the more epic comebacks we've ever seen here. But, I go back to my earlier point. I just think there's something to be said that if you've got a long time sort of you know, a feeling that you're better than this other team, that you're better than these other players, which is probably what most of the Oxygen players feel about this other roster.
Yeah.
That despite no matter how good some people are playing, sometimes like if you just feel this insane level of confidence because of that, it can really power your team.
Yeah. That's a great shot by Monkey Moon. Now suddenly the lead is starting to fall apart. Good pressure by Extra. He got some revenge on Astral, forced him into the goal and out the top of it. But now a 3-goal lead. Monkey Moon's scoring a couple of bangers himself. Let's see if they can do anything else in the matchup.
Okay, ball played back into the corner here. Seems like Oxygen's sort of having trouble getting it out of their end right now. BDS has had the majority of the pressure. And it looks like it's continuing.
Oh, they've done it again! Monkey Moon hat trick! And there is plenty time left in the game. I don't believe it. We have 100% got a game in our hands. The speed of Monkey Moon is starting to cause problems.
I love the mystery of player cam spectating sometimes. We got flashbanged there. Had no idea if the ball was going to go in as we saw the strike happen. Clearly it did go in, and now we have a 2-goal deficit for Team BDS.
Oh my goodness.
They definitely looking good right now. Good read by Farah on the infield pass there.
Huge. Looks so scary. That infield pass was more like it compared to the Monkeys infield passes that we saw in the last series we casted, where they were just, you know, lobbing the infield passes, hitting them slowly. BDS are rifling them into the middle. Just a minute to work with, though. Getting better and better for Oxygen as the time goes on, but BDS have stepped up. They've stepped up the pace, and they've become a real threat in the final third.
I think that Oxygen is overextended a couple times here as well, especially for a team that's leading by so much. I've seen more than one time where Astral is basically left by himself in the backfield to play defense in a situation where it wasn't really a good idea. Really close call there, obviously. Farah with a nice doink.
They've had their chances. I feel completely ridiculous for, you know, saying go next earlier, because there's been so many real opportunities for BDS to score and bring this back. I could have easily seen this become a 5-5 with the opportunities that they've given themselves. It's all about their consistency with their mechanics. I think that overall, although Astral might be the best player mechanically on this pitch, BDS may have the edge in mechanics as a team, just because all three of these guys are so fast. Let's see if they can do it. It's best of 5. Remember, guys, this is still the best of 5 portion of the tournament. Winner of this will be straight into the playoffs, first round quarterfinals. Loser will take a quick dip down to the lower bracket, probably to play against Guild, which isn't an easy draw at all. You know, that would be wild to see one of those two teams being eliminated this early. I've just taken another look to make sure that is indeed true, and in fact it's chalked winning over Guild at the moment, so Guild might be eliminated before that match even happened.
So many good teams in the grid. It's really exciting Rocket League every week. I'm actually also really interested to see, you know, as the weeks go on, what kinds of storylines develop as well. I just think we have so much more opportunity for great rivalries to emerge from this. I'm on an Astral cam right now, and he started off, you know, a little bit slower than last game, which is fair. Since last game, he had like probably a hat trick before the first 2 minutes.
Yeah. Well, BDS have not been able to take their momentum from the end of game number 1 into the first minute of game 2. But it didn't look like that was their plan. Obviously, at the end of the last game, they had to press for every advantage they could see, because they're down by so many goals. They can't sit back and defend. But now they're defending a bit more. They're not going completely all in for every single attacking play.
Nice challenge there on the wall by Monkey Moon. Ends up winning and gets an insane sort of touch over the top there. If that was a little bit less above the net, we might have seen Oxygen in some trouble.
It's big 50-50. Farah decides to shoot top corner. Well saved by Mark, even though it wasn't on target. He still wants to clear that safely. Flip reset for extra. Didn't get the flick on it. Tense game 2. This is a huge opportunity for Oxygen to start their authority on this game. Gotta watch out for these demos from behind though. Mark slamming Astral, completely unawares. Now Chaussette with a free shot. He's not gonna miss from there. And I wonder what happened to BDS's defense. They didn't have anybody ready to challenge this.
Monkey Moon sort of chased into the corner there. I couldn't really tell from Astral's cam why exactly that looked appealing, but he did end up in the corner, and Extra was still making his way back. So left with an open net, and Chaussette, as he said, doesn't really miss those. He's pretty clinical from that range.
Wow.
Oh, wow, that is a brutal post hit for Monkey Moon.
That's an open net miss from Chaussette, by the way. It wasn't the easiest open net miss, or the open net, but still an open net miss regardless. The defense for Astral on the flip reset and on the rebound, extremely impressive. And look how fast Astral attacks Monkey Moon and the BDS defense. Mark fakes out Chaussette and actually gets saved by Chaussette in the recovery. Really good stuff by Oxygen. They're dominating the matchup. Chaussette dunks in a second goal. Monkey Moon drops a wow in the chat. And it's all going right for Oxygen in game 2.
Hard to see. Oh yeah, it's not a great challenge from Monkey Moon. On the wrong, he just ends up on the wrong side of the ball, and Chaussette's over the top. Pinches towards the middle. Not much you can do about that from a defensive perspective. At least, you know, the person behind Monkey Moon there. Yeah,
Monkey Moon just making the same mistake that Mark by 8 made in game 1 to give Astral the first goal of the game. Oh, this is risky. Oxygen trying to play it off their near post. They do have to make a couple of saves afterwards, which they do. BDS, you know, a tough lesson to learn in this series so far. Get goal side on your challenges as last man. You can't be flipping around the ball and playing for cheeky chips in the back corner. It's all about playing the safe line of attack, and they haven't done that.
That aerial pass from Astral was quite amazing. Unfortunately, it looked like Farah just didn't have enough boost to really execute on the finish. But Oxygen looking good again. They've slowed down BDS. BDS is looking like a completely different team than they did during the parts of the first game where they had a big comeback.
I'm just wondering, when are BDS going to, you know, I don't know if you remember second Lord of the Rings film. I feel like Oxygen right now, they're King Theoden in Helm's Deep. They're just wondering when, oh come on BDS, is this all you can muster? When are BDS going to send the orc with the big bomb to blow up the wall? You know, you need some kind of moment like that for BDS to have any chance. You know they're capable, but very tame for the time being. They're all just lined up outside the wall, not really doing any damage.
And then I'm wondering when Oxygen is gonna, you know, Gandalf the Balrog.
Yeah.
You know, they're gonna, you shall not pass.
No, that's a different part of the film. That happened before.
I didn't say it was chronological. I'm just, I mean, come on. How big of a Lord of the Rings nerd do you think I am? I don't.
Not big enough, Matt. Not big enough.
One reference I have, you know, besides like some other Hobbit stuff. I don't know.
Hey, well, you know, it was Gandalf to the rescue as soon as things started to really go belly up in Helm's Deep. Gandalf showed up with 1,000,000 horses. So, I mean, that would probably turn the tide in a Rocket League game if you just showed up with the cavalry.
As Gandalf
turn
does.
a 3v3 into a 3v300. We'll see. I don't think that's going to happen, but for now, I'm happy because we've got Oxygen crushing it. They look really impressive in this game. They've proven that, yes, they can step up in quality when they need to, when they're facing a more quality opponent than they had in round 1. Don't make it sound too easy, because then when you forget to switch the scene, you're going to look even more ridiculous.
Well, it's certainly not that hard. It's just, you know, remembering all the steps while also trying to talk, I guess, is the difficult part. But what a shot.
Oh!
What a save by Farah.
Oh! Just when you thought the Berserker had showed up with a torch. Got a couple of big saves for Oxygen. It's not time yet. They're still lining it up. BDS looking scary at the start of game 3, though.
Oof. Oxygen just playing like Smeagol, protecting their precious. right? No, does that work? Are we done with the Lord of the Rings stuff? I thought you said something about a berserker, so I thought we were still going.
Yeah, I'm talking about the same analogy. I'm still on the same analogy. I'm waiting for the same analogy. You're just like jumping all over to different films in the trilogy.
Hey, it doesn't. Same trilogy, same world, dude. Same kingdom. What's the deal? Wow. You must be a big-time movie buff if you're like, all references must happen in the same order as the film.
They should. Yeah, they have to. This game, we're in Helm's Deep, Matt. Oxygen are keeping it in, and right now they just got stabbed by a gigantic spear through the door. Great shot by Extra. This is a clear that left a lot in the tank for Shawset, a lot in the Oxygen tank. Nobody was looking for. Somebody actually says that your reference was better than mine, so good job.
Yeah, that's right. You shall not pass, Johnny.
I didn't pass the test. Twitch chat are not happy about this.
Precious. Habitus. Oh.
Oh yeah, that's
I'm
right.
done.
You can actually do a Smeagol voice. I forgot about that.
I don't know. Can I? Does that sound good? I don't know. Who knows?
Rank
Who knows?
that
I
out.
should go back and watch them.
What would you guys give that out of 10, Twitch chat? You got to give your ranking right now.
Precious. Precious. Habitants.
I bet the Oxygen, staff have just tuned in to see how the viewing party's going.
It's gone off the rails, you guys. I'm sorry. There might actually be a lack of oxygen in my apartment based on my behavior. I'm so sorry.
This is Rocket League.
This is Rocket League.
This is Rocket League.
We gotta get Shogun to do that in more voices.
Yes.
Wonder if
Oh my
more people
goodness. I think he'll hate you for that, but it's a great idea. I mean, Shogun already hates when anybody brings up This is Rocket League, but there's
true.
definitely more to be explored in that context.
could. All right. Well, BDS is up by 2. They're looking pretty
they're
good.
doing good.
They're looking like they have the.
Oh,
what
no
a
way.
Shot. Their pass
Oh.
turns out either way. Incredible touch here from Extra.
Look at
Or
Monkey
Extra
Moon.
and then Monkey Moon.
That's dirty. That's a beautiful pass. Was it on target, actually? It might have been.
From Chaussette cam, it looked like it could be. I don't know if it would have gone in for sure, but that was pretty excellent.
It's really impressive. This is the BDS that we expected to be showing up all series long. And, credit to them. They've shown in their recent RLCSX run that they can adapt if they realize, okay, we're playing a bit too risky in defense. Let's just tone it down.
Wow,
Oh,
what a
save by
save!
Monkey. This is crazy. Already, Monkey Moon has proven to be more effective at beating Oxygen than the entire Monkeys lineup in the first series of the day. Oxygen on the ropes here.
What French food is it, do you think, that just powers up these players?
I would surely have to ask you about that since you do live in Paris, but maybe macaroons
True.
or something.
True.
I don't know.
Yeah, it could be.
It's got to be something sweet, the
You think
gamers
so?
are all about the sweetness.
Interesting.
I know
Bon
Chaussette
chocolat.
probably does Chaussette drink water yet? Last time that I talked to him, he didn't drink water. He just drank Coca-Cola full time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Excellent.
I don't know if he drinks water yet.
My
Alpha
aunt is
54 as
like
well
that, too.
doesn't eat vegetables. So yeah, well, last
okay.
time I talked, maybe he does now. Maybe he's a vegetable
Wow,
main.
what a strike from Astral from the ceiling there. That had so much power. He converted it so quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's pain au chocolat then, or
Okay, yeah. That could be it.
macaron, or I don't know. Like, I don't eat that many French pastries.
That's
I
what I want to
they're
know, though.
excellent.
We need
They're
to
excellent.
interview
I just
these
don't eat a
guys.
lot of pastries.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
We need to ask them in the next interview what their favorite cheese is, what their favorite
Please.
snail
Yeah,
is.
That's what I'm talking about. What's your favorite brand of butter,
I think
That's
Farah
that's a
should
big
know.
deal.
I trust Farah to know all about that. We can ask Astral about chocolate. I'm sure they have a lot of insight for us. These are the real questions. Not what did you think of Monkey Moon's sick pass for the third goal that game.
Right. Because they probably didn't like it. That's
Yeah.
probably the truth.
Yeah, they're over that already.
They've moved on.
Yeah, it is time to go next. By the looks of things, Spark
Oh.
makes it 4 straight down the middle. Nice dribble. Yeah, this game just this has been a good game for BDS. Yeah, it's it is just a go next situation. I think there's not enough time.
It is. It is. A smash the table with your fist and go next. And yeah, that was a hard play for Chaussette to sort of see exactly what was happening with that ball, and ends up popping out quickly. And, you know, they're down 3-0 already, so no time to waste.
Now it's 5, from 3-0 to 5-0.
Do goal differentials come into play at all?
I don't think so. No, not in this format. Because you've just got a double elimination group stage into single elimination. There's no, like, league table for there to be potential for tiebreakers at all. Which I love. I love when there's no tiebreakers.
Okay, the chat's getting involved. Kunyaman, yeah, Harry, that's really good stuff. Johnny, have you ever had a Kunyaman?
Because I don't
It's basically a butter cake. It's like three-fourths butter and sugar, and it's really, really good. It's like from Brittany. Okay. I have a coworker who is from Brittany, and he brought one back, and it's incredible. Okay. So we'll have one the next time you're back when, you know, the world returns to normal.
I can't wait, actually. This is definitely top of my list of things to do when the world returns to normal. Just go to France and eat a lot of food.
Yeah. I think that is definitely a good plan. It's one that I'm executing on currently.
You have been for a while.
Yeah. Just ask my waistline.
Well, what a game. BDS have annihilated Oxygen in this start game. Still advantage for Oxygen, but they need to be careful. They don't want to give BDS another edge, because when you do, they really know what to do with it.
Chaussette actually just went on a complete demo quest there at the end. Respect.
It's about all you can do when you're trailing by this many goals. You might as well just go and try and demo some people. Team Liquid 3-1 over Dignitas. Some really interesting series coming in here today. But we're getting into game 4 of Oxygen versus BDS right here, right now. Let's see if Gandalf shows up and gets the dub for Oxygen.
Yeah, will it be a sort of Bilbo situation, you know? I don't know if that works at all.
I imagine it does somehow, but I don't know how.
Oof, nice block there by Chaussette. Playing great defense like Gimli.
Gimli's not about the defense. He's all about the offense, man.
You think so?
Yeah, oh yeah, Gimli's all about the offense. If he was in this game, he'd be trying to score more goals than everyone. You know, that would be the main competition. He'd care less about the outcome of the game, more about how many goals has he scored compared to everybody else.
I gotta feel like Astral's Legolas. Is that right?
What do you guys think to
Legolas, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Legolas bouncing around, like sliding on elephant trunks to
for sure.
Shoot arrows.
Oh, now that you mention it, yeah, that recovery on the elephant is definitely an Astral play. He would do that.
And I think I've probably gone out of order once again. I'm so sorry.
I honestly, whenever somebody pops in chat and says this is cringy, I love that. I love that we're making someone cringe. Somewhere in the world, someone is cringing. Yeah, if you like that, head over to Matt's chat any day that he's live. You'll be in a permanent state of cringe.
Cringe from a boomer POV.
What save, Astral!
Incredible save.
That's pretty nasty.
That is insane Legolas behavior from Astral.
Oh no, careful, Matt. You've made somebody cringe. How could you? 2-1 BDS. That's not what we want to see in the long run. Looked like Oxygen were paying a bit too much attention to Extra, who was just a flying distraction in that play.
What's up, Beeve? Welcome. How much is a pizza in my area? Probably 15 euros since I live in Paris. And if I'm ordering pizza, I'll probably order from someplace that's like hipster and artisanal. There's like Pizza Huts and stuff, but I don't normally eat those here.
You got to go for the real deal.
If you're having a pizza party, you gotta
you would know, yeah. This is important now for Oxygen. See, we've got a real divide in the chat right now. Some people are cringing. Some people are asking for more Lord of the Rings.
Of course they are. Of course they are. We are weaving complex metaphors into the competitive landscape of Rocket League. I mean, this is not easy, folks. This is not easy. Ask anybody who's just casually casted for a little bit.
I'll tell you, somebody just said Extra is Gimli. I would disagree. I think Extra has to be either Mary or Pippin, because from his post-game interview in RLCSX last weekend, we saw that he felt underappreciated. Lots of teams had tried him out, and none of them kept him. They just kept on, trying out other players, going with other players. Then eventually he ends up in BDS and wins the regionally. Says, yeah, it must have been a whoopsie from them. He's underappreciated, like the Hobbits. Nobody thought they could contribute, but actually they ended up being so important. I don't know which one though. Who would
and
he
he's
be?
pretty
Mary or
mild-mannered
Pippin?
as well, so I think you're right. I think you nailed it.
Yeah. So there you go. Just keeping you right, Twitch chat. Extra Gimli. Get out of
You know
here.
what? I think Scrub is probably Gimli, because Gimli is also a
He is
talker,
Scottish.
right?
Gimli's got a Scottish accent, so.
Ah, does he? Okay,
Yeah.
we've nailed it. Figured
We're
it all out.
actually really good at this. We've found our true calling.
Some people are confused because they haven't read or watched Lord of the Rings. Well, they're probably
Better
going to be
go.
confused about life. If
You
they
better
haven't
go
done
watch
that.
it right after this grid run is finished. That's next up on your agenda for the night. Who is John Bean? Alright, whoever gets demoed the most can be Boromer.
Oh, a little heavy on that touch. It was a great idea, just a bit heavy on the execution there from Astral. But the pressure being applied by the Orc army is...
They just get to you eventually. There's just so many ladders. How do you knock them all over when there are this many coming at you?
Oh my god, Johnny, I just realized that we're the Eye of Sauron. We can see everything.
So does that mean that
We're
we're... Oh,
We're
no, wait.
omniscient.
Especially if somebody puts the ring on, then we can really see them.
Oh!
Oh, a save! Monkey Moon! Really proven to be a valuable component of this team tonight. BDS comeback continues. Somebody else has a great contribution. Cronovia's Mount Doom. I love that.
Somebody in my chat says they followed based on the promise of cringy content.
Oh yeah,
worry.
don't worry. That's gonna be delivered to you in full force.
Do not worry.
So it looks like we've got game 5. Who ordered that? It wasn't me. But I'm not gonna, not really gonna complain too much. It's like when some food shows up at your door. Like, I didn't order this, but I mean, it looks pretty good though.
Yeah, it's tasty. It's tasty. Give it a try.
Oh, Gengar is the Eye of Sauron. That's hilarious. You know Gengar, Matt?
Yeah. He does me everything. Oh, that's so good. Oh, you know what? This is the Twitch chat I'm here for. The genius Twitch chat, not the spammy Zoomer crowd, all right?
Yeah,
Like,
forget all these Omega cringe
I
lords.
like the wit. Give it to me. That is great. Gengar, he's all incredible. Somebody tell him that. Somebody tell him that we've discussed it and figured out who he is in Lord of the Rings, because I'm sure he's wondering.
He probably already knew. He's like, well, of course I'm the Eye of Sauron. He's seen my camera settings. We're going to game 5, everybody. That is not a game that Oxygen can win. Time has gone. And yeah, BDS are looking pretty scary now. They've won the last 2 games pretty convincingly. Has it been confirmed yet who the loser of this has to play in the lower semi-final? Ooh, Guild won overtime game 4 against Shocked to keep that series alive. That's relevant because the winner of Guild Shocked plays the loser of Oxygen BDS. Tough bracket here. Yeah, I wonder what they can't be doing anything since coronavirus has got everybody staying home, so I'm sure that they're all available.
Bet Elijah would play some video games.
Yeah.
We're going on. We're gonna go on to BDS cam here. I've been only on Oxygen cam. We're gonna follow Mark, see if Mark can make some
Nice.
magic happen again here.
He's the real, player who turned up and I'd say stepped up for BDS in the recent RLCSX regional win. Because everybody already knew that Monkey Moon was a hard carry. Everybody already knew Extra was a monster. But Mark has absolutely leveled up his game. Like you said, beautiful pass.
Is Mark French as well?
He's Spanish. He's the first Spanish player to win a big Rocket League tournament of that level.
Oh, that's
ever.
super cool. I would guess by his name that he's French. This is a very French luxury sort of name.
Yeah,
Welcome to Mark by 8.
It is. Oh my goodness, you're right.
Bienvenue.
Yeah, this is a
Bonjour.
perfume
Yeah,
waiting to
exactly.
happen.
So, you know, if Mark gets pretty big, there's a lot of merchandising opportunities, I feel.
Oh, limitless merchandising. But most importantly, which Lord of the Rings character is Mark? That's wide open for Chaussette. 1-1.
Easy peasy.
We got a game.
I don't know who's luxurious. I guess the elves. The elves are so posh, right?
Oh yeah, true.
I think maybe he's like Liv Tyler's dad,
Elrond.
Agent Smith.
Tyler
Agent Smith from Agent Smith from The Matrix, but in Lord of the Rings, whatever.
It's Elrond, man.
Sure, I'd take your word for
Liv
it.
Tyler.
I just wanted you to know, even though I didn't know the character name, I do recognize the actor.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
You know, I'm still saving a little face there.
Marked by 8. He's 5,000 years old or something like that. Still improving.
Oh, let's save my extra there.
This is a great series, man. I am happy we're getting a good one. It would have made it. Everybody, if they see BDS losing 3-0, they would have said, ah, yeah, BDS clearly just didn't play very well today. And it would have taken away from the Oxygen victory if that's where we're headed. You know, if Oxygen could come out in a game 5 over BDS, oh, that's pretty close, and it's in.
Oh.
Astral breaks the deadlock, and they're back in front for the first time in a while.
Oxygen giving themselves a little breathing room with this go-ahead goal. The air in Mordor is not great, so glad we brought some tanks.
You're going to need your oxygen tanks if you go to Mordor these days, especially with global warming.
You know, I really want to go to New Zealand, and going to Mordor is one of the reasons.
Oh, yeah, actually. New Zealand these days is the place to be. Like, they absolutely nailed the coronavirus. They just shut it down. Oh, yeah. New Zealand is back to normal. They're having a great time.
Sick.
They're keeping every other country away from them, which I think is a really good idea. So, if you're from New Zealand in the chat, big congrats on just, you know, having stuff figured out. The rest of us can definitely learn something.
Mark is up. Oh, no! Gets faked out by, I think, Chaussette there.
Oh.
Should have put that one away.
I've just been corrected. New Zealand is a new wave of COVID. My information is
I mean,
completely out of date.
Everywhere it does. Pretty much everywhere it does. It doesn't mean they did a bad job. It's turns out it's a tough one.
Yeah, they were doing good though. So they have 4 cases. Oh, come on, that's pretty good. You guys are exaggerating. They're doing a great job compared to where I'm from. Oh, what a safe pre-jump from Astral on the top corner rebound. 2 minutes 13. Can Oxygen hold on? BDS are inevitably going to throw everything at them here. Try and get back into this game. Oh, what a read. That's insane. Astral just put that into the corner as it bounced behind him off his own back wall. Marked by 8 under pressure. Or rather, Monkey Moon. He does well. This is exactly the game that we hope for. It's a great series for Oxygen. They're showing that they're still at the top of the EU scene, even though they didn't make it into the second stage of the first regional. They've got what it takes, evidently, by the grid performances.
This is getting down to the wire here. I'm sure Team BDS is going to start to feel like they've got to score soon. Well, I know for sure they're feeling that. The question is, how much do they rush it? How much do they sacrifice defense in order to do it? You know, do they overextend? For right now, as an example, they came pretty close to letting a goal in there.
Yeah.
And there's a minute 10 left. They just need one.
Yeah, they're going to keep on. They're going to go for this more and more as the time ticks down. As soon as we hit that 1 minute remaining, 30 seconds remaining, I expect to see BDS just full force trying to make something happen. Doesn't really matter if you can see it again at that point. No infield passes available. Monkey Moon is a bit out of position. I like the idea, but BDS are not connecting in the last third here. They're not making those opportunities happen. Less than 45 seconds to go. Oxygen still have that lead. Astral's defense has been unbelievable in this game.
Okay, Farah 50-50 with Mark, or 50-50 with Monkey Moon, rather. Marked by 8 does well to keep that ball to the side. But they're going to have to mount some offense here. Oxygen really pressing right now.
Oh!
That might be all she wrote. There is, of course, one last chance here for BDS, but this ball is going to get struck to the ground here. I don't sure if Mark should have gone up for that. He wasted all his boosts, and I don't think Extra can get to this.
Wow.
That is Oxygen with the win.
Huge.
BDS looking frustrated. Monkey Moon out in an instant. Close games, obviously.
Huge, though. Wow.
Great games.